finance bill. I am waiting when the House Business schedules the committee of the whole House to see how these shameless people will treat Kenyans. Kenyans are more intelligent now, Honorable Speaker. Kenyans know that some years back they were being misled to believe that when a bill goes through second reading, is a fait accompli, that matter has been closed. Kenyans were made to believe that when you finish second reading of a bill, you don't need to amend. That is why we are being told, reject the entire bill, don't amend. But now we must continuously educate Kenyans, Honorable Speaker, to know that when we debate a bill like this in second reading, we are speaking to the pros and cons of what is contained in the bill. But the committee has also done extensive stakeholder engagement. And if you read the committee's report, you see they engage with the State Department for Agriculture, with KEFIS, with industry players, including manufacturers of our agro products, agro-based, those biofertilizers, soil conditioners. They have engaged with research institutions, serious research institutions like CARO. They have engaged with people like Kenya Seed, who are producing seed, and other seed growers, private sector players, agrochemical associations, so that we inform our debate or the legislative pieces that we enact in this House with facts, with proper data, and the same goes with the finance bill. We go out to the public to listen to their views. The committee tables a report that informs our debate. And therefore, as serious legislators, as serious leaders, elected by the people to come and represent them, the best we can do is just to take 10, 20, 30 minutes of our time to go through the executive summary of the committee's report when it is tabled. To get a bill like this, Honorable Speaker, and if you turn to the back of the bill, it speaks to the memorandum of objects and reasons. So I get very ashamed, Honorable Speaker, when a member of parliament stands here and purports that in a bill like the finance bill that was reducing VAT on Mutumba from 16%, taking it to exempt, you are telling Kenyans they are taxing Mutumba. You are not telling Kenyans the truth, that Kenyans pay 16% on their Mutumba when they import it. But because it is easier and more convenient politically to speak to the gallery from the floor of parliament, you want to abuse that. You may look intelligent when you are abusing that here. But when people discover the truth, you look very foolish. And we must safeguard our integrity and the dignity of this House. Because I want to believe every member who is elected into this House is elected as among the best in the areas they come from. Therefore, you must exhibit that. When you come and tell us in the House, like the member for Kabuchai, that clause 169, what are you telling us about the people of Kabuchai? The people of Kabuchai have produced very serious scholars in this country. You can imagine a senior counsel like the Speaker of the National Assembly is from Kabuchai. Therefore, that cannot be a reflection of the people of Kabuchai. And I must apologize to the people of Kabuchai. I must apologize to the people of Kabuchai. Because they have serious leaders, serious people, serious scholars, who can read a bill and say this bill has 57 clauses, there is no clause 169. You know, I had the member purport that we are moving, rental income tax is being moved from 7.5 to 30% based on Schedule 3.
What's the point of your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, is a majority leader in order to use the platform to start campaigning for colleagues here by saying he's apologizing for the people who come to join, which is not important, Mr. Speaker. Can he concentrate on the bill, Mr. Speaker, because we also want to contribute, but to stop trying to decampaign colleagues here in this parliament, Mr. Speaker? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, you know that is not a point of order. If I wanted to decampaign Joshua Kimilu, he knows I can, and he knows what I can say about him. And if he wants me to say it, I can say it, Honorable Speaker. Because for sure, I am sure he does not know what is contained in this bill even now. That is why he's not even paying attention to what is being said. You know, Honorable Speaker, I had people being told, be in the House and call division on each and every clause. And you know, unfortunately, Honorable Speaker, when they attempted to call for division this morning, they could not even reach the numbers. These are people who are being led by more people out there than the members of parliament they are leading in here. But when you want to call for division on any of these 75 clauses of this bill, Honorable Speaker, at least do some basic research, some easy reading. Read the report, say what members of the public have said, align whatever you want to amend with what is being said. You know, we have very serious legislators in this House. When I see a legislator like the incoming governor for Kitui, Makali Mulu, serious legislator, who you will never see engage in superfluous things. When he moves amendments, they are based on what he has done actual research. And I say this because I worked with the Honorable Makali Mulu in the Budget and Appropriations Committee. That is why you will not see Makali Mulu engaging in the theatrics that you saw here in the morning, or in press conferences purporting there is a clause 169, rental income tax is being moved from 7.5 to 30% when it does not exist, because he knows the truth. And he's an expert, a finance expert. In another life, Honorable Speaker, if I was the president, I would favorably look at Makali Mulu as an expert. Honorable Speaker, I was saying this in conclusion because this is a very important bill. Very, very important bill. But Honorable Speaker, you will see they are not here. And members know who I'm speaking about when I say they are not here. They cannot be here because you cannot use it for politics. But they thought the finance bill is what you can use for politics. But this touches on the lives of the people of Kenya. Not just farmers, but even the consumers of food. Look at the prevalence of cancer in our country, Honorable Speaker. How do we ensure that we have biosecurity in terms of the conditioners that we're using for our soils, the biofertilizers that we're using, that we don't use those that are carcinogenic, Honorable Speaker, but not the carcinogenic wheelbarrows.
Biosafety.
Matters biosafety. How I wish we were more members of parliament here to contribute to this debate. I beg to move, Honorable Speaker, and I want to urge those of you who are in this House at this time. This touches on the safety of the food you eat, our food security as a country, and our health as a people, and our relations with other countries in the global agricultural trade. Therefore, I want to beg that you support and urge Kenyans to also support this bill, as I thank Kenyans in a very